I face the exact same hardships that some of them are probably facing now. I was once in that classroom listening to people talking to me, but all I could think about was what time the bell is going to ring so I could get out of there. So I was trying to make them realize that I was in their exact position. I want to show them where they can be, what they can become. So I tried to relate to them as much as I can, showing them that I was once where they was. So hopefully they really take it seriously what I was trying to say, that they can be where I'm coming from, where they are right now. I think it's because of the industry that I'm in. It's for the young people. They're very in tune with the technology, and all of them are involved in cell phones and tablets, and they're very interested in the industry. The technician industry is very short-staffed. A lot of them came to me asking how they can get into that field. Apart from that, they were asking what other jobs in my field would be open, what kind of thing they can get into. So I was talking to them a little bit about how to get into the industry. I was telling them they could call me up anytime they want, if they want a tour of the store or more to hear more about what I do. So they were very interested. They wanted to hear more for sure. I gave them all my business cards. Haven't heard from any of them yet, but I'm sure I will. Yeah, so they wanted to know how they could contact me. I told all of them our Instagram page or Facebook page so they could check us out and get more feel for what we're about and what we do. So hopefully some of them will be following us and be in touch.
Eat a lot. Good. That nourishes the body, right? What else? Spend time with family. What else? Anything else? So our Olympus party, that's all the party. Birthday party. Birthday party.
How fun your friends?
Let me ask you a question. The average age of in here is what? What's the average age?
17,
16, 17. How you guys been thinking about what you're going to do after high school? What would you like to do after high school?
Well, yeah, I definitely felt the connection. I saw like you were saying, after we finished and it was time, our time was up, and they didn't want to leave. You know, the lunch, it was lunchtime,
Yeah.
lunch bell ring, and they just sat down and they wanted to hear more. And that's just showing that that education, the difference that we're bringing. And I think that's that's a synergy, that's a connection that I wanted to happen.
Yeah, I think we definitely got through to them. I definitely saw that we're there just trying to show them we were once in your shoes. Right?
Yeah.
You can be where we are. We're just trying to show you that just follow the right path.
Yeah. And I think the fact that you have two young men and the energy that we brought there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think all of that kept them going. It's not just a normal,
It's not follow your dreams, stay in school.
Yeah.
It's like, yo,
Yeah.
we were there.
Yeah.
We made it here. Like,
And we were kind of like just loose, where at what point you felt that comfort?
I think after like the first question where you're like, wow, they're actually interested. They're
Yeah.
not just here really watching the clock like they would be in a regular class. Like, they're engaged. You can you're making eye contact with each single one of them, so you know they're in tune to what you're saying. They want to hear more. So that's when I was like, all right, like I'm in this. Like I'm going to, you know what I mean? We're gonna try really relate to them and get through to them. And that's when I started talking to them more like a friend than just like somebody coming to give a speech.
Yeah, and that's important. That's the important fact that we didn't actually go there and try to make a speech. We were just actually talking about our real life.
I thought it was going to come off as more of a speech based on how I wrote it, but after I read like 2 lines.
Yeah.
I don't even need this.
You just start natural flow, right?
I was like, this is what I need to tell them.
Yeah.
And I just started putting my own twist on it, as opposed to what I wrote down.
Yeah.
That was so formal and not.
Yeah. And I think because like we're not going off a particular curriculum, you know, we just actually, you know, right off the streets, right out to our businesses, right into the classroom. I think that relation, that relatable factor was playing a lot as well.
Definitely. I think they could tell that we know where they are. You know what I mean? It's not somebody coming from a bank who their parents bought it and they took it over kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like we really built up from right out of school to where we are now. We know where you are. I think they could relate a whole lot better.
Yeah, I think so. It's gonna go a long way. So, like you says, 11 more.
11 more tips. Yeah. And make sure to fit it into the next session.
Yeah. How are we gonna do that?
I don't know, because probably by the time I'm ready to give those next 11, I'll probably have another 5. So let's see.
Yeah, and elaboration. It was fun for me.
Yeah, man.
It was real fun. And
I'm very excited to try and do it again.
Yeah, are you really? I mean, you really?
Dead serious. Like, as I said, I'm all about stepping out of a comfort zone. I'm getting some self-growth from this as well. Like just the piece of leaving there thinking you made a difference. It's can't surprise it.
Yeah, that self-growth is very important.
Yeah.
I've been getting that for the past.
Yeah, it's like a natural high.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Definitely, man.
So I'm definitely ready anytime again.
Definitely. So, hope for school fun, student living success. Next up, next session. Ben will be there. I'll be there. So, stay tuned.
Tune in.
Step on it, step on it,